guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a lot of information to go over for the Indigo Disk DLC. We have new Datamines and new leaks for the second part of the hidden treasure of Area Zero. A lot of stuff to break down and get into today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's go over the new Datamines for the Indigo Disk DLC. This is all about the new abilities that are going to be available, most likely to do with Terrapagos and stuff. Now, this information is compiled from Datamines and also very likely guesstimates as well. So we have Jean here tweeting out, massive shout out to them as always for all the translations and stuff like that. So they're saying, all right, let's talk about new abilities. As also inspired by ABC Boy, who of course was the original person to kind of found out all of the legendary information that has now since been confirmed from the latest trailer. There are only 4 new abilities, 307 to 310 in the current codes. Similar to other information, the content is all scrapped, but the sort list of these 4 abilities is still sorted in Asian languages. So one thing that's easily figured out is that 307 and 308 are 2 abilities that start very similar in both Japanese and Chinese. So in Japanese, it's this, which is Iron Barbs, and then 307 to 308 is Terra Volt. It is easily suggested that these 2 abilities start with this here, which is Terra. So same logic works in Chinese, as it's this, which is Weak Armor, 308 to 307, Solar Power. We can easily suggest that these 2 abilities start with this, as Terra is Chinese. The fact that 307 and 308 invert order in 2 languages tells us they both start with Terra. So 2 abilities that are going to be in the Indigo Disk do start with the word Terra, which makes sense because obviously we have a terrestrialized Pokemon here being Terrapagos. So I think it's very easily suggested that these 2 abilities belong to Terrapagos, as it's almost sure that both abilities start with Terra or even Terrestrial. I would assume one of the abilities is called Terrestrial Shell, as this is a battle state found in the codes. So we know that the ability for the Terraform of Terrapagos is a very defensive ability, whereas the ability from the baby Terrapagos cannot be kind of stopped with like neutralizing gas and stuff like that. Next up, 309 only has Japanese data for some reason. I didn't find this on Baidu, so I'm not sure if Chinese Datamine explained it or not. The abilities around it are Comatose and Sap Sipper. Difficult to recognize anything from just this information. So 309 is still a bit vague, still a bit unclear. 310, however, is quite apparent. In Japanese, it's between this, which is Rivalry, and this, which is Toxic Debris. In Chinese, it's between this, which is Poison Point, and this, which is Poison Heal. From there, we can easily suggest it is Poison something ability, likely an ability for the Peach. So, yeah, Dokutaro's ability is going to be Poison something, whereas Terrapagos' abilities are going to be Terra something, and that's most likely going to be Terrestrial Shell. And then also, these are the current educated guesses for abilities. If anyone who knows Japanese has an idea for the ability about 309, feel free to comment on what you think it could be for until next time. So 309 very well could be to do with Dipplin's evolution, Hydrapple, or whatever it's going to be called, which is most likely the case because we know that there's 4 abilities, 2 are for Terrapagos, 1's for Dokutaru. So yeah, I feel like Hydrapple is the only other Pokemon that it could potentially be for. But either way, let me know your thoughts on the abilities and what you think they are going to be doing and stuff like that. But either way, those are pretty much the Datamine names for the abilities. Moving on, we have some new leaks for the Indigo Disk DLC. So this was a post from Riddler-Ku, which is the pineapple pen guy, whatever. And in this image, he has a Hydreigon. In this image, he has Volcarona. And then he kind of puts them together, and then it is an apple. So this basically confirms that Hydrapplin's typing is going to be Dragon Bug, because obviously Hydreigon, Dragon Dark, Volcarona, Bug Fire. So obviously putting them together, Dragon Bug, it's going to be the apple, which is obviously Hydrapple. So very likely going to be Bug Dragon. Again, they could completely do a left turn and it could be like Dark Fire or Dark Bug or Dragon Fire. But it is very likely going to be Dragon Bug because that is what Riddler-Ku kind of teased a while ago. In fact, I think he actually posted an image of the kind of like typing as well. Not too long ago, I do believe, somewhere around here. I don't know. It's definitely somewhere. But yeah, he basically posted like the image of the Dipplin kind of with the apple and the bug and the dragon kind of typing. So that's that, basically confirming that Hydrapple's typing is going to be Bug Dragon, which is a never before seen type. And I'm really just excited to see what this Pokemon looks like, because it's going to be a Hydra, and I hope that it looks good. I think it's going to... I have such high expectations for it, and I really hope that it looks good, but we'll have to wait and see. Moving on, we also have this here. So saw this on VP Part 2. So again, this is just kind of more adding to adding fuel to the fire about Hydrapple being a bug dragon. So we have what's this guy? I can't remember his name. It's going to really annoy me. Alder, who has Volcarona, which is fire. Fire bug, and then we also have Getsis, which is Dark Dragon, his ace, and then we have Kieran in the middle. So it kind of makes sense as well that they're combining these aces, kind of like Bug Dragon. Again, once again confirming that Hydrapple is most likely going to be a Bug Dragon type Pokemon. I don't see how it can't be at this point. Again, we thought it might be Grass Dragon for the longest of time, just simply because that's what all the other evolutions have, but no, it is very likely going to be Bug Dragon now, and hopefully we find out some information about it soon, but it's probably not going to be until we actually play the Indigo Disk. I can't see us getting another trailer now until obviously the Indigo Disk drops. So anyway, that's a continuation from the previous one. This is another leak here as well, saying the useless duo. So here we have Briar and Carmine. And obviously this is from the big image that was revealed to us recently for the Indigo Disk. Really, really cool artwork. We have Briar here, which again, I do think she looks evil. A lot of people doesn't think she looks evil here, but she looks like a menacing smile. Like, one way you could see this is that she's just very happy that everything that Heath said has turned out to be true, and she's just kind of like happy to see it for her own eyes. But at the same time, I don't know, she kind of looks like... This looks a little bit evil in my opinion. And then we also have Carmine here looking shocked, and here he's saying the useless duo. So apparently these are just very, very useless in the Indigo Disk. He did state before that Briar had a very, very, like, just a very bad team, and she just wasn't going to be a very good battle at all. We know we battle Carmine again because we've seen it in the trailers, but I'm assuming that when we get to when we get to Area Zero for the second part of the Indigo Disk DLC, that these are just not going to be very useful at all. I feel like Briar's going to want to take us there, because I'm assuming this is after we beat Kieran and become the strongest trainer, so she's going to be like, oh yeah, you need to come with me into Indigo Disk's Area Zero, because you're too strong, so help me out. And then that's probably why we get there. Maybe she battles us when we get there to try and take something, and obviously we just absolutely destroy her, but I don't know. Either way, they are apparently useless in the Indigo Disk. And then also, finishing things off, we have this image here as well, where he's just kind of taking the piss out of Centro as well. And then also a little bit more information here about what this is all kind of like going on here in the Area Zero. So we have Witness here. So we have on the right, as well as them being useless, we have them being witnesses. So Briar and Carmine are witnesses to something. I'm assuming witnessing whatever Kieran's going to do, because over Kieran, he says culprit. So Kieran clearly does something which starts off this chain, which is the problems of Area Zero, maybe Dokutaro, whatever. But Kieran is, in fact, the culprit, so he is most likely going to be the antagonist. It's not going to be Briar. Briar's just there kind of witnessing it, maybe trying to be evil, but just kind of falling flat on her face or something, like just not going well. So yeah, they're the witnesses. Kieran's the culprit. And then also in the bottom left, we have the protagonist, which are the savior, which of course are us, because we are the saviors. We are going to save the day. We're going to sort everything out. So a little bit more information about like what these characters actually are in reference to the Indigo Disk. So really interesting that yeah, Briar isn't as like evil as we thought. Maybe she is, but like she's not going to be like a proper antagonist or anything like that. It is going to be Kieran. He is going to be the culprit. So either way, that is all of the latest leaks and data mines for the Indigo Disk DLC. I don't think Ridliku's really posted anything else. He's just obviously posted the images that we've already gone over for a previous video, which were the, like I say, the new images and stuff like that. This was him just kind of confirming other things. Like, this is obviously what he was posting about the legendaries. For Sudachi 2, which is of course all the snacks and stuff, which of course now been confirmed that Snacksworth gives us those. This was a leak about the Shiny Lucario and the Darkrai mystery gift. This was the mystery dungeon kind of thing where we play as the Pokemon. So like I say, this is why he is just like, even though it is annoying that he like does these riddles and stuff and he doesn't just give us like flat out information, it is confirmation that he does actually know like what he's talking about. But yeah, anyway, those are all of the latest DLC leaks and data mines. Let me know your thoughts on them, and also what are you most excited for the Indigo Disk. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. That's everything from me though. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.